most important assets in Bay County is Tyndall Air Force Base. And far be it from me to make a joke at that well-loved, well-respected institution in our community. So instead, I want to talk about Space Force. So while everybody's making a big deal about, the standing up of the new armed services here, nobody noticed that Thailand was doing the same thing. So when we get to space, we're going to have to deal with TAFB fighters. If you want to know why the Space Force was built out of the Air Force as opposed to the Navy, just know that gamma rays are harmful to seamen. So, Colonel Laidlaw. Embracing these things and taking time that day. To give us more information on the future of Tyndall Air Force Base, it's Colonel Laidlaw, 325th Fireman Commander, and Tyndall's Rebuild Program Management Officer, Director, Colonel Travis Leighton.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for inviting us here today. I know a lot of you here in the room had the pleasure of meeting you. For those that I've not had the privilege to meet yet, I'm Colonel Laidlaw. It's been my honor to be your installation commander at Tyndall Air Force Base for approximately the last 2 years. Got an update for you here this morning. I'll talk first, then I'll pass it over to my good friend Colonel Leighton. And what we hope to do is give you a peek behind the curtain on what's going on at Tyndall. So why are we standing here today? Why did Travis and I come up here to talk to you? Are we kicking off a new phase of our recovery? Are we going to unveil some new big program that we have going on the base or some new big project? The answer to that question is no. The truth is we are exactly where we predicted we were going to be at this point in time in our multi-phase recovery of the base. Throughout each of those phases of the recovery, one of our key tenets of our plan has been to communicate with you, with our airmen, and with their families. We freely admit, as we have all along, we don't always have all the answers. Nonetheless, we remain committed to telling you what we know when we know it. We know because if we don't do this, in the absence of communication, other people will naturally start to fill in that vacuum. At best, their information could be partially correct. At worst, it could be completely wrong. With that in mind, our goal is to tell you what we can tell you today to the best of our ability to try to fill in that void. Today is the next step, predictable step, in our effort to communicate what we know when we know it. So I'm going to start off first with a little bit of history. I'm going to talk a little bit about where we've been. I'm going to talk a little bit about why I think the Air Force made the decision to rebuild the base. Then I'm going to turn it over to Colonel Leighton, the Director of our Program Management Office, and he's going to explain how we plan to take that plan and make it a reality over the next few years right here in your community. So we're 17 months into a multi-year rebuild process. Hasn't been easy for any of us, but be confident that we are exactly where we need to be. We have our funding, we have our commitment for our rebuild, and we have started the reconstruction faster than anybody thought we were going to be able to do it. Here's the big takeaway. By the numbers, we are doing today on the base 90% of the missions that we were doing before this year. We're doing 90% of our missions with 80% of our people in only 50% of our facilities, because that's all that survived the storm. So I'm going to start off with just a little bit of history with a video. Some of you may have seen this, but it sets the stage for what Travis is going to show you later, which is our plan to rebuild. Go ahead and cue the video, please. Thank you. Please go ahead and go to the next slide. Most of you have seen this slide before. We all know that this area took a direct hit. The 15-mile wide eye passed directly over the top of the base. By the numbers, there were 484 buildings on base when the storm hit. When the storm was gone, half of those buildings were destroyed, and the other half were badly in need of repair. Can you go to the next slide, please? So with all that damage, and you saw the video, why did the Air Force decide to rebuild this base? I won't pretend to think I know all the conversations that occurred or all the things that happened at the highest levels of our government that ultimately led to making that decision. But what I do know is that Tyndall Air Force Base is a national treasure for our country. Simply put, we do missions on that base every single day that we either couldn't do or would be very difficult to do at other installations throughout the world. Our missions are diverse. We span multiple different major commands. We do tests, we do training, and we do research and development, all on that treasure of property that we have on that peninsula. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some of the missions that we do that I think were key to the Air Force's decision to rebuild that base. One of the first missions that the Secretary of the Air Force told us to get back up and running as quickly as possible is the 601st Air Operations Center. You can see their patch right there in the top middle of the chart. The men and women of the 601st provide Homeland Defense overwatch for the continental United States, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year from up there at Tyndall. Pretty important mission set for defending our homeland and executing our national defense strategy. We had that mission back up and running just 2 months after the storm. I'll move clockwise around as I give you a couple more examples. The second one is the Weapons Evaluation Group, the 53rd WEG that you see up there. They are the Air Force's weapons testers. All air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons go through the doors there to get tested so that our operators, our aviators, know that those weapons are going to be reliable when they go off and fight our nation's wars. Red Horse is home to our Silver Flag training site. This is where all of the Air Force's engineers, as well as a couple of other different career fields, go to learn their trade and get last-minute training before they deploy overseas to fight their nation's wars. They put more than 3,000 students through the gates in 2019 after the storm. To put that in perspective, that's 4 more classes than they had ever done before in history. And they did that after the storm because our nation needed them to do that. The Air Force Civil Engineering Center is home to unique labs and ranges that we only have at Tyndall. They support missions for the Air Force, for the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of State, and the FAA. The ACS, the 337th ACS that you see down there at the bottom, is the Air Battle Manager Schoolhouse for the Air Force. It's not one of the schoolhouses. It's not the biggest schoolhouse. It is the only schoolhouse for the United States Air Force to train our air battle managers. Our air battle managers are in such high demand in our Air Force right now that the men and women working up there at the base have increased their student production in the last 2 years by over 200%. Not because they could or because they wanted to, but because our Air Force needed them to do that at Tyndall. And lastly, the 325th Fighter Wing. 325th Fighter Wing is home to the Air Force's F-22 schoolhouse. If you are a pilot, a maintainer, or an intelligence officer or airman associated with the F-22 anywhere in the world, you have to pass through the gates at Tyndall to get your initial training. So all of these mission sets will endure, and the Secretary of the Air Force was very clear in her guidance to me and to us in getting those missions back up and running as quickly as possible. We are critical to executing our national defense strategy, and it's important that we use the facilities that we have. So what makes Tyndall unique? Why is it that Tyndall is different? I can answer that question a lot of ways, but I am going to highlight a couple of things while we have this chart up in front of me. The first one is our physical protection from encroachment. Encroachment is a phenomenon that occurs when we attempt to do military missions in too close a proximity to the surrounding area, to the civilians and the local population, and create havoc or create friction. We don't have that problem at Tyndall. We've never had that problem at Tyndall. Tyndall's home to 29,000 acres of land, surrounded by 129 miles of coastline. Of those 29,000 acres, 70% of those are uninhabited, and we maintain them in their natural state. Inside those 29,000 acres, we have 3 very distinct runway environments that you can see up on that chart back behind me. Having that physical protection from encroachment allows us to do some very unique things on those 3 runway environments that quite simply we can't do at any other bases. In addition to this property, we also have access to some of the best training ranges anywhere in the Department of Defense. Please go to my next slide. What you were looking at right there in the top left, your top left, that big star, that is Tyndall. I had to zoom out the picture on the bottom right to show you just how big our ranges are. Our ranges connect from the beaches of Tyndall all the way to Key West when needed. Both the Air Force and the Navy use these ranges every single day. Based on where Tyndall is located, it enables us to do unique training for missions all across the Gulf Coast of Florida. In fact, the 2 photographs that you see up in that chart were taken during an exercise called Checkered Flag. During Checkered Flag, we take off fighters from the runways at Tyndall. They fly south into the airspace. In the airspace, fighters come over from New Orleans to meet them, Jacksonville. They come south from Montgomery. They come over from Eglin, over in Fort Walton Beach. Tankers fly up from the Tampa area down in McDill. The midpoint of all of those bases is right off the coast at Tyndall. That enables us to do large, high-end training with assets from all over the area, simply because of where our base is set. Go to the next slide, please. But this is really why we're here today, to talk about Tyndall's potential. You are all aware that the Air Force's plan is to trade the 72 fighters we had when the hurricane hit, F-22s and T-38s, with 72 F-35s in the future. But the truth is, we can't do it alone. And thanks to many of you here in this room, we haven't had to do it all alone. Our relationship with our community is without question one of the strategic values of this piece of property. Some of the examples are those things you see on the chart back behind me. Many of you know, we've heard it talked about before in this building and in previous First Fridays, this community in 2019 was one of 5 members of ADC, Associated Defense Communities, Great American Defense Communities. The Air Force Base didn't win that award. The Navy Base didn't win that award. You guys won that award because of your engagement and all of the things you do for Commander Christensen, and me over at Tyndall. After the storm, not us, but you, your county commissioners, launched the JUICE process, the Joint Land Use Study. The Joint Land Use Study is an effort to take a look at all the rebuilding we're doing in Tyndall, all the rebuilding that we're doing in the local community, and making sure that we do it in a way that is mutually beneficial for both of us. The way it's been for the 79 years since Tyndall Air Force Base has been out there. That was your effort, not ours. Obviously, we support it wholeheartedly. The state of Florida is involved as well. Someone mentioned it earlier today. Governor DeSantis was down on the base in December, and he and I did a groundbreaking ceremony for the overpass project. That's the picture you see on the chart behind me. For the first time in nearly 80 years, the north and the south side of the base will be connected, and airmen will be able to walk or ride their bikes to work. For the community, you'll have free passage to go from Parker to Mexico Beach in a way that we've never been able to do. It's a win-win solution. So this is not just the Air Force getting after this problem. This is you. This is this community. This is the state of Florida. We are all in this together, and I'm sure that we're going to be proud of where we go. So the takeaway, 90% of the missions, 80% of the people, and 50% of the facilities we have remaining. What that requires from us is a lot of temporary solutions to keep those missions going, and I assure you we are more than happy to do it. But it's time for us to transition from our short-term fixes to our permanent solutions. And my good friend, Colonel Travis Leighton, is going to show you how we plan to do that. He's going to start it off with a brief video. If you could please kick off the second video.
love it, but we have not yet figured out what we're going to get all of the white paint. That's still following. So as Colonel Laidlaw mentioned, I'm going to tell you a little about the how we're going to rebuild Tyndall. But if you take anything away from what I say today, it is that we have the money and we have a plan and it's time to execute. The execution obviously is not that easy because we are not only rebuilding Tyndall, we're building it as an installation of the future. We are going to ensure throughout the rebuild that all the missions that Colonel Laidlaw talked about continue uninterrupted, and we're also bedding down 3 new squadrons of F-35s. Next slide, please. So, obviously everybody knows when you take on something this large, you need to begin with the end in mind, and so for Tyndall, that long-range vision is the installation's master plan, which was completed last summer. The rebuild itself is part of that plan, and I know many of you have seen this before, but I want to reorient you a little bit today. So we're going to walk through 2 of the main districts, if you'll indulge me. Next slide. So first, the Flatland District, we all know that's the area that is narrowly constrained between the airfield on the north and Highway 98 on the south. The white buildings in this picture are those that survived the storm. The others are new, and as you can see, the damage in this area was severe. And we lost most of those facilities, but that also presents us an opportunity, and that is the opportunity to reset. So going forward, the Flatland District will be organized into distinct mission campuses, the F-35 campus in the west, the Airfield Support and Weapons Evaluation Group campuses next to that, and then there is space now, because of this opportunity to reset, to potentially site an MQ-9 campus. Of course, we know the MQ-9 is a pre-decisional initiative, but that plan is not part of a rebuild, but the good news is that because of the opportunity to reset, we now have room on the flat line for that mission. Next slide. Then of course the support district. We all know and love that area. It's going to continue to provide the same kind of family and community support as before. I know this is a bit of an eye chart, but you can see the large white buildings, the VX and commissary, the fitness center, the dining facilities. Those are the anchors for this plan. And going forward, we are putting in a new child development center. And north and east of the VX and commissary, we're building a community core, which includes for a new chapel, a new lodging facility, and a community commons, which accounts for a library, bowling alley, post office, and other functions. And that's all connected to the dormitory campus with a walkable spine, which laces this area together as our airmen and community hub. Next slide. Colonel Laidlaw already mentioned this. We are extremely grateful for the flyover or overpass project funded by the Florida Department of Transportation for the first time ever. We'll be connected north and south, and this is huge for us from an efficiency standpoint, but also because of the long-standing relationship that we have with the state of Florida. Next slide. So briefly by the numbers, once the dust settles, over half of the facilities will have been demolished, and that includes all but one hangar. Base housing in our dormitories are going to continue to recover post-storm, but the bottom line here, and what I want to leave with, is that if there was ever any question as to whether our senior Air Force leaders or our elected leaders were committed to rebuilding Tyndall, I would direct you to the fact that the installation obligated over $700 million last year for repair and recovery, are spending over $300 million this year for repair and recovery, and oh, by the way, between the FY19 supplemental and the FY20 appropriation, the military construction program is fully funded to the tune of $3 billion. Also, Tyndall, as the installation of the future, that definition is coming into focus. And I want you to know that fundamentally, we are using our graciously provided resources to build facilities and infrastructure that will be resilient to that next storm and to that next threat, and also that will reduce the long-term sustainment costs for the Air Force. That includes designing to higher wind load standards, increased design flood elevations, providing military materials that meet Florida high-velocity hurricane zone certification, and designs that incorporate energy efficiency and smart technology. Next slide. Okay, so where are we right now? Colonel Laidlaw put it best, we are exactly where we should be. We are literally in the transition from recovery and repair to major construction. Debris removal and temporary repairs are wrapping up. Permanent repairs and renovations are going to continue over the next couple of years. And the demolition program in particular will continue to elevate over the next 12 months with some of the major flight line facilities coming down to make room for that new construction. And that new construction is currently moving through design. And we expect that starting next spring, maybe summer, following the record decision on the environmental impact statement and the award of these projects, that construction will start. And And I know that we all have now gotten used to the way that Tyndall looks and feels after the hurricane, but please recognize over the next few months, Tyndall is going to look a little bit different. There are going to be spots that are going to be barren. There are going to be new temporary facilities. And of course, following that, there's going to be lots of construction, debris, and commotion. But I think that Colonel Laidlaw and I would argue that as we experience that, that is what progress will look like at Tyndall over the next few years. But the last thing that, again, I want you to remember is that we have the money, and we have a plan, and now we need to execute.
All right, thanks, Travis. So why do we really need to get this right? So the picture you see up there in the top left, that was from 7 December 1941. That's when the first 2,000 students from our Army Air Corps, first class that we ever trained at Tyndall, showed up to get ready to go off and fight World War II. For the last 79, now going on 80 years, we built around those airmen facilities to support them, their families, and their missions. Many of those facilities that we started building in the early 1940s were still standing when Hurricane Michael hit. In fact, the aircraft that the Air Force, or at that time Army Air Corps, was flying, when we did the initial designs for our airfield, they were P-51s, the picture that you see up there at the top. Those first few hangars that we designed and built in the late 1950s. There was no way that the airmen who envisioned those, designed those, and built those could have thought in a million years that those same hangars would be protecting F-22s more than 60 years later. But that's exactly what happened. Those hangars did their job, did a job that they were never anticipated to do because those airmen did their job. The truth is, what we build today over the next couple of years at Tyndall will still be standing 80, 100, or more years from now at the base. The facilities that we build today are going to protect airmen, protect missions, and protect airplanes that we haven't even invented yet in our Air Force. We need to do our job like our predecessors did their job, and we need to do it right. It starts with the installation facility standards that Colonel Leighton alluded to earlier. We are going to apply what we've learned from the storm. And to that, we're going to add the most modern construction best practices, and a lot of that we're going to get from you in order to build that installation of the future. Because we know that history will judge us in the same way that we judge those who came before us. We can't overstate how unprecedented this is. Take a look at the chart back behind me and just take a look at some of the people who have come down to the base. You see on that chart the President of the United States, the Vice President, multiple senators. You see 2 Secretaries of the Air Force, the Chief of Staff of the Air Force, and the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. I could have put a whole lot more pictures on there, but I ran out of room on the slide. These leaders of our country, came to our base. They embraced our vision for the base of the future, and most importantly, they secured for us the resources we need to make that vision a reality. But here's the thing. Our leaders are watching all of us, and they really should be. Because $4.25 billion taxpayer dollars are betting that we're going to get it right. We take that responsibility seriously. We know that nothing's going to be easy, but we also know that nothing worth doing ever really is easy. Hopefully what you took away from today, from Colonel Leighton and I, is we are all in on this recovery. And we hope that you are all in with us. Thank you so much for the chance to come and give you an update here this morning.